Hi friend, I'm so glad you're here today. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine it's Friday evening. You've just finished a long week of deadlines and meetings. You're sitting on your couch and for the first time in years, you don't feel that tightening in your chest when you think about Monday's bills, right? There is no financial fog, no hunting through 17 different spending categories, and no, where did it all go? Panic, right? Does that feel like a dream? Well, today I'm showing you exactly how to make it your reality. Today's episode is special. I'm giving you a front row seat to a live coaching session I recently held. You're going to hear me work directly with a woman just like you, a busy, high-achieving professional who was drowning in the details of traditional budgeting. The one big victory you're about to witness, friend, I'm teaching how to collapse the chaos of 17 different categories. You know, the ones most experts tell you that you need, into a simple 2-line budget. Friend, you've ever felt like you're bad with numbers just because you don't have time to be an accountant at your kitchen table? This is for you. You're going to hear how simple it can actually be when we focus on stewardship instead of spreadsheets. But before we dive into the coaching room, if you hear something today that sparks a question, or if you want to experience this kind of support for yourself, friend, I want to invite you into our free private community. It's a group of women who are saving, planning, and thriving together. And it's the best place to get the accountability you need to make this 2-line budget stick. Go to dianagalas.com/community and join the group. It's dianagalas.com/community. Now let's head into the coaching session and start building your simple budget. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Financial Planning Podcast. Hi, I'm Deanna, a mom of 4, creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help working moms break free from financial overwhelm, take control of their money, and build the clarity, confidence, and peace you need to make wise financial decisions. Here you'll discover simple and practical financial solutions designed to strengthen your home and build lasting financial stability, and maybe enjoy a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how.
One of the things that is challenging for me been like, how do I budget? How do I make the money stretch to pay the bills and all of that? Now my thoughts are around, okay, how do I align my future spending with my priorities, my life priorities? I need to have like a thoughtful and intentional plan about how I'm going to spend that money in a way that's aligned with my values. How do I manage the money in such a way that I know I'm not overspending on the bathroom remodel, or I'm not overspending on the children's weddings because I have these other, I also want to go on a vacation. How do you figure out that you should be spending on each thing? Because when I got bills in the mail, it was just that bill, like the electric bill came and you can't argue with the amount. You just have to pay it. Same with the car payment or saving up for a car. But with things like vacations, children's weddings, or bathroom remodels, I have more say over how much I spend on those things, right? Okay, so you've saved up some money and you would like to go on that trip to Europe, but you don't want to overspend on it because you have other
Right.
priorities that are important.
Today, I have something amazing for you, Sarah, just to explore if you are willing to look at maybe some new way of looking at your financial planning.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just an idea if you want to try it, maybe for a week. And we'll do it together today if you're okay with that, where you will just list all your wishes, all your desires, all your plans, all your living expenses, your needs, your wants, your dreams, any obligations that you have, even like electricity bills, starting from that and ending your Europe vacation. This is your place today, where we can start together and just unload everything on one piece of paper in one place for you to visualize, to release your mind from all these questions, and so you can visualize your goals. And when you see them, and these are not goals yet, these are just rough draft of your wants and desires. We will establish your 2 lines, your simple 2 lines, taking care of your daily living expenses, because this will determine your budget surplus that will release, and then you will see the surplus establish your budget, where you actually see your bottom line, how much you have, how much you can allocate to your top 2 goals. And today we establish your top 2 financial priorities. Okay, so this is the basic place where I do with my clients a brain sweep.
Okay.
So right here, as we speak, I'll just type basic living expenses like electricity. You need to take care of your electricity, right?
Yes.
Then what else? Maybe water bill. Then
car insurance, phone. Do you want me to put in annual expenses like property taxes?
everything,
Okay.
whatever comes to your mind. You don't need to think. You don't need to pull up your statements or invoices or bills. We are just doing a brain sweep.
Okay. Property taxes, home insurance, gasoline for cars, food, home maintenance, vacations, gifts, household supplies, pet supplies,
car maintenance probably also required, like oil changes.
car maintenance. Probably then I would say miscellaneous after that.
How about your maybe dreams within this year? And then we can go a little bit further, maybe 5 years, whatever your wishes, any expenses in your business or.
Okay. Podcasting expenses, bathroom remodel. I want to do some home upgrades over the next few years. And then the children's weddings we should put down.
Something that maybe you dream about, maybe a ministry, maybe any plans, maybe to serve others, or.
We could put down ministry giving. Let's put down ministry giving because I'm not sure.
How about improving your health or maintain maybe?
I feel like I do that through the food part, and exercise, I just go walking, which is free. So I don't feel like that has a cost.
All right. And I'll save this worksheet and then I'll email it to you. And what I want you to do, Sarah, if you can just take it and, whatever thought comes to your mind, just feel free and keep writing this list. So it will be your place where you can basically dream.
Okay.
And then you can go back and look at your wishes, about your desires. It's not a pressure place. This is no statements, no bills yet, nothing here. It's just for you to dream and to look realistically at your needs and your wants.
Nice.
The first thing, we need to make sure that your living expenses are taken care of. And I know that you're great with that and you're already doing that, but I can show you a little bit different way how to do it more simpler.
Okay.
So we'll go here and highlight what living expenses that you pay once a month.
Okay. So electricity, water, car insurance.
Okay.
So those top three.
Okay. Then phone.
Property taxes are twice a year, so that's not every month. Let's see what else. Gasoline is every month.
Yeah, we have second category for your daily purchases.
Okay. So then it would just be the top three: electricity, water, car insurance.
I'll put phone here because this is like a bill. You receive a bill and then you pay.
Yeah, I receive a bill every 3 months for the phone.
And so the first portion, the top portion, basically is for your bills. But you receive bills and then you pay.
Home maintenance would be a bill.
It's like taking care of lawn care. Okay.
Yeah, lawn care.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we don't do that in the winter, but we do it most of the year. Yeah, I think that's all of them that are just once a month.
Okay, perfect. We're looking for the bills section here. Okay, perfect. Now we are moving towards your daily purchases, and these are for your living expenses.
Oh, would you also be including like weekly expenses, like filling the car with gas once a week?
Yes.
Okay.
These are daily. Okay, so I just wanted to ask, property taxes, you receive a bill for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Twice a year.
Okay, I'll just put it here. Okay. All right, now we are moving towards, and home insurance too.
Home insurance also, yes.
Yes, we're looking for.
That's once a year.
Oh, these are like subscriptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Subscriptions. Okay, for bills, because I have a bill system where you can establish your bill pay system inside of your checking account.
Okay.
And then now let's look at your daily expenses like car,
gas, food, household supplies, pet supplies, car maintenance.
Car maintenance, miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are still taking care of the living expenses.
Okay.
So here we have your daily expenses, living expenses for your bills and then for your purchases. And later on, why it's important to do this way, because your bills that you receive bills in the mail or online, whatever, I have a specific system where you can establish your bill pay. Maybe you already do that inside of your bank account, your checking account. Almost every bank, they offer the online bill pay system, and it's free. Where you establish your pays, and then you just enter your amount of the bill, whatever bill you received, and a date when it will be withdrawn from your bank account. and the bank takes care of the rest. They'll cut the check, they'll mail the check. It's electronic check.
Okay.
And then your supplier or vendor or supplier, they will receive the actual paper check from the bank on your behalf. And this is how this 2-line budget works. So this will be basically the first line.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second line, like gas, food, household supplies, pet supplies, car maintenance, and miscellaneous, your daily expenses, this will be on your credit card.
Mm-hmm.
But first, we establish your bill pay budget, and then for your daily living expenses, this will determine your bottom line, your surplus that will release money for your vacations, for all your other wants and needs and desires. What I really want you to do, Sarah, just to make your wants and desires list like 100 lines. It needs to be really, just unload everything.
Okay.
You are free here to do anything and everything with your dreams. This is your space to dream.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after this simple way of budgeting, you'll see exactly, and then you project your next month because you know your fixed expenses and your bill pay, actually, they're called your fixed expenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then your daily purchases, these are variables, but they are still your living expenses. We are not in the area where you want to budget for your vacations and gifts and everything else. So we are establishing this baseline here where you see clearly your surplus.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So now moving from here, Sarah, we have your desires, wishes, vacations, gifts, bathroom remodel, home upgrades, children weddings, ministry giving. Out of this 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, your goals, priorities, we need to narrow down to top 2. One priority needs to be boring, like really boring.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one needs to be exciting, because boring priority is, where you take care of your home remodel, your something that you like, not right away, but you need to deal with. And the second one that excites you, that motivates you, that or maybe you have like 2 priorities in line, whatever, like maybe because you have a due date. Let's say maybe you have a due date for your children's wedding. You can't just postpone this.
Yeah.
So this will be your one of the top priorities, and the second one can be another one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the boring one is probably home upgrades, just because that's, something you have to do eventually, but there's not really a set timeline for it. And then the fun one is probably vacations.
Yes.
Because you have to have fun.
Do you have a dream place where you want to go, where you want to visit?
Every year I want to go somewhere, but I want to go to the British Isles.
And where is that?
England, Ireland, Scotland.
Yes, Europe.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we have this too. So we took care of the living expenses.
Mm-hmm.
We separated bills with daily purchases, and we established 2 main priorities: your home upgrades and vacations.
Okay.
So how's about your mindset, about your finances? Are you like really excited to look at your bank statements and and to check your balances, and or you do it like once a week, or you have some kind of system, or maybe you just anxious even look at your bank. Money is there and they'll take care of themselves.
Hmm. Well, now everything's available on your app, on your phone. So what I do is I just open my app every few days and make sure there's enough money in the checking account for any bills that are coming out or anything that needs to be, especially if I'm going to make a bigger purchase, I just go in there and make sure there's enough money in the checking account, because if not, I can move some from savings into there, or I can wait depending on if it's something I need right away, or maybe I could wait a few days until I have more in the checking account. So I do that. And then about once a week, I log into my investments and I just look at the balance and what's happening.
I decided that I would not look at my investments accounts because I don't have power to manage it. I don't have,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm powerless to do anything about it except putting more money into it.
Right.
So that's why I have created a habit during my power hour every morning when I wake up in the morning, and I just spend this hour with the Lord. And during this hour, I open up my bank account that I can manage and that is predictable. And I just open my bank account every morning and just look at my balances. I just look. I do not calculate. I do not do anything, because this is me time. This is where I do praise and worship. I pray and I exercise with music, and I just look at my balance real quick, just to have an idea, like you do. But I do it routinely every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And just to clear my mind that I'm good for today, that I'm taken care of for today with this balance. So
I love that. And I love your idea of a power hour. How did you come up with the power hour idea? Did you read a book about it? Or?
Actually, Sarah, it was about 30 years ago. And during our team meetings, they introduced us to Power Hour, but I adapted it to my morning Power Hour, because this is where I get my old battles won and fought.
Nice. I love it.
And yes, I learned a lot from their corporate structure, how they nurtured their employees and provided this nurturing aspect. All right. So I would really recommend if you can adopt this idea too. So because I know you will love it.
Yeah.
And for today's homework, I think we are about to wrap up.
Okay.
Oh, the time flies so fast. What I want you to do, Sarah, for the homework, I will email you this spreadsheet, and just during the week, just do your brain sweep, complete your worksheet with all your dreams, with all your wants, and just keep in mind your bill pay. Maybe if you are ready, you can open up your bank account and just look for the bill pay section.
Yeah, I will do that.
And yes, just try it. Just try it and establish maybe one or two bill pay for your monthly. And there you can schedule your monthly or even quarterly or once a year bills. And you can schedule them or establish payees. And when the bill comes, you just enter the amount.
Okay.
And this is accessible anytime you look at your bank account. You open your bank account while you're checking your balances, and it's there. You can update your amount and set the payment date.
Okay.
Very convenient. And then for your daily expenses, if you like to try this idea, to use one credit card. And this credit card is specifically to be designed for your daily purchases with the credit limit for this month.
Okay.
So you would not overspend, and you know how much you can spend for your daily purchase. So this is basically your credit card is your like guideline. Also, while you're looking at your bank statements, I look at my credit card balance in available credit for the month. So
Mhm.
I keep myself in check this way.
Yeah, to make sure you don't
And
overspend.
right. And when I'm getting closer to the end of the month, I watch really close. So I do not budget for 17 different cash envelopes or apps or bank accounts. I do not separate anything.
Yeah.
So these are basic 2 lines. But
Mhm.
this is an idea for you to try. Maybe you like it.
Yeah.
Sarah, how would you like me to check on you so you are accountable? How's your brain sweep is going? And maybe if you are willing to schedule a next step where we can actually be building your 2 line. We will establish your bill pay, then we'll establish your credit card.
Yeah, I would love for you to check in with me on email,
Okay.
maybe in a few days, and I will continue working on the brain sweep spreadsheet and the bill pay.
I think that's it. I'll email you the replay with today's session.
Okay.
And then I'll send you notes in a spreadsheet and you can work on it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I hope hearing that live coaching session today showed you that you don't need more income or a more complicated system. You just need a clearer vision. You just need a clear direction. And the one thing I want you to take away today is this. Your money is a tool, not a taskmaster. All right? And when you move from 17 confusing categories to just 2 simple lines, you stop fighting your finances and you start leading them. That simple shift is where your breathing room begins. And if you are ready to put this into practice, please come over and join us in our free private community. It's the safe space you've been looking for to ask your questions and share your wins without judgment. Just go to dianagalas.com/community, and again it's DIANAGALAS/community, or also you can look below this episode right in the show notes and look for the link. And I have a small favor to ask, friend. If this episode gave you even an aha moment, would you head over to Apple Podcasts and leave a written review? Not only does this help me understand exactly what matters most to you, but it also helps other working moms locate this podcast so they can find their own simple path to budgeting. Your voice matters, and I read every single one. Until next time, please remember, when you simplify the system, you amplify the peace. Stop managing the mess and start leading the mission. And friend, I'll see you in the community. I am glad you joined me today. If this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Financial Planning Podcast so each week you can unwrap simple money strategies helping you design and build financial stability at your home and experience the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think, truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. Right here, your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. 1 week, 1 step, 1 win at a time.